Over the last 3 years or so that I've been on YouTube, I've had to learn a few things. And being someone who covers NASCAR, you can kind of guess what general subject matter I've been learning about. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned is that no matter how much I might favorably or unfavorably view a driver, if they're extremely talented, they should be appreciated. The driver that I most associate with this lesson is actually Kyle Busch. When I was younger, I absolutely despised Kyle Busch, and there might have been a few good reasons as to why.
He's got him. I believe he's got him this time. Oh, he turned him. No. Oh, he turned him. No.
That's a strong guitar. Timothy Peters, they slid up the racetrack, and now Kyle Busch not happy at all.
It's all good, dude.
And Kyle Busch is going to turn the 33 into the wall. Our championship contender Hornaday in the wall.
Now, I've also warmed up to other drivers like Denny Hamlin, Jeff Gordon, and Jimmy Johnson a bit more, as well as a lot of others. But I've never had the problem of doing this that a lot of fans have with Brad Keselowski. While I've had issues with things that he's said or things that he's done, I have always respected his talent, individualism, and love for the sport. Let's start off just with his talent. Brad Keselowski is a really special driver. In 2007, he was given a big break with JR Motorsports in the '88 Navy Chevy in the NASCAR Busch Series, as it was called back then. The next year, he won twice before finishing third in the 2008 points. It wouldn't be until 2009 that the world would really get to know who Bad Brad was. Most people remember him for this in 2009.
I don't think he can step out until he waits till the last second and picks up. He goes to the outside. Is Edwards going? Oh, no! He turns him. No.
Oh, and that destroyed the front end of Newman's car.
No.
Edwards will not make it to the flag.
Oh,
Brad Keselowski won this race.
Unbelievable.
Carl Edwards' car destroyed, and Junior's protege, Keselowski, the winner.
While everyone has the shot of Carl Edwards flipping into the Talladega catch fence in their minds, there was more to note that year. BK split time between both Phoenix Racing's 09 car and Hedrick Motorsports' 25 car. On top of the win, he nabbed 3 more top 10s, ones at Darlington, Loudon, and again at Talladega. At this time, he was planned to replace Mark Martin in the 5 car in 2010, but with Mark the Ageless Wonder coming back for another go at it, he made the choice to move on to greener pastures. Those would lie at Team Penske. And in 2012, he would bring the captain to the promised land, winning him his first NASCAR Cup Series championship. Today, it is Keselowski's only Cup title so far. He has, though, 33 career victories, putting him in a tie with Fireball Roberts for 24th all-time as of recording this. So, just on statistical basis alone, the lack of talk around Keselowski is jarring. Brad Keselowski is the biggest NASCAR free agent since Kevin Harvick was prior to the 2014 season. He has less wins than only 5 active drivers: 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Rowdy Busch, the aforementioned Kevin Harvick, another underrated elite driver in Denny Hamlin, and possibly the most underrated driver in NASCAR history with Matt Kenseth. So the fact that his free agency plight has gone almost completely ignored by the mass NASCAR fandom shows just how underappreciated he is. So why is this? Many point to one of my favorite aspects of Keselowski in his non-filtered, honest personality. Even early in his career in Cup, he never kept what was on his mind silent.
Brad Keselowski, driver of the Penske Racing Dodge. Kyle Busch is an ass. What offends me is the double standard that I spent a whole week being bashed by a half a dozen drivers about racing hard at Texas and how I'm out of control and have a death wish, and then I see bullshit like that. That's fucking bullshit. That's all you can call that. And these guys just tried to kill each other. You race hard and I get called an asshole for racing hard and called with a death wish, and I see shit like that and it just pisses me off. I'm not yelling at you, Dave, but it's just fucking ridiculous. and they should be ashamed.
Do you have the trick? What is this trick? We talked about it at Pocono. We talked about it at Indianapolis. There's something going on, like you said. What is it?
Well, there's parts and pieces on the car that are moving after inspection that make the car more competitive. Some guys have it, some don't. There's a question to the interpretation of the rule, to which Penske Racing errs on the safe side, because we don't want to be the guys that get the big penalty. Now, obviously there's a question to the interpretation that as of right now it's legal, but I'm sure that Roger doesn't want to be the one caught red-handed if that's to change. And as a group at Penske Racing, we have not felt comfortable enough to risk that name and reputation that Roger has over those parts and pieces. Others have, which is their prerogative, and I'm not going to slam them for it. There's certainly some performance there that we've lost, or I shouldn't say lost, but haven't gained, because we choose not to do that. And that's something that we have to continue to evaluate every week that goes by, that those components are permitted to be run. We have to make a reevaluation of that.
This has made him divisive amongst fans and has only been bolstered by his aggressive driving style. But what I get from it is a guy who loves the sport, someone who would fight tooth and nail to the death to get the sport back where it was in the early 2000s and then further up. In my opinion, he's exactly what people want in a NASCAR driver, but just not in the right way for them. And what I mean is in his run-ins in 2014 with Matt Kenseth and Jeff Gordon, two popular drivers. Run-ins with popular drivers really never turn out well for the person who isn't as popular. And it's made him an outspoken villain to many. I think it's the main reason as to why he's relatively hated by many fans. As for me, I'm going to keep respecting the all-around greatness of Brad Keselowski. But that's all I have to say on this matter. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think of Brad Keselowski? Do you respect the driver he is? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're at it, leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel for more great NASCAR content. And until next time, have a good one.
Pretty damn awesome. I got a little buzz going here. I've been drinking for a little bit.